Hi guys, welcome to Agadir, Morocco. Last I talked to you guys, I was in Chefchaouen, and the next day I traveled to Fes. Just spent the day there. It was a short stop, but walked around the Medina where they sell like all sorts of stuff. Just like all these small streets, they sell a ton of stuff everywhere there. I was actually with this guy I met in Chefchaouen who's from Portugal, so we were walking around and this other guy basically like ended up taking us to show us his leather making workshop, if you want to call it that. So that was interesting to see and gross at the same time. But basically you can see like all the skins of the sheeps and everything, how they dye them, they dry out the skins, and how they like work the leather to make it soft. So it was interesting to see. It smelled awful in there, like I had to hold my breath because the smell was so bad. I've definitely felt like the longer I've been here that like if I was here for long enough I might turn vegan, because I don't know, just being exposed to more and more stuff with the animals and like I don't know, it kind of like makes me a little sick. And then, so another thing which brings me to today, but today's the big national holiday here. Everyone's off of work, everything's closed. The celebration goes, well, it kind of doesn't really have an exact end date, but today it starts. It could be anywhere from a few days to a week to weeks. People vary like how long they take off of work, but basically, so everyone's been preparing for the holiday, and what you do on the holiday is everyone buys a lamb. Like the people from the countryside were coming into town, this was in Chefchaouen, to sell the lambs because everyone buys one. And then basically today, so what everyone does is they cut off the head and then they cook the lamb, and they basically like the whole family eats it until it's gone, however long that takes. And so like also in Chefchaouen, and you just see all over people, they're like lamb everywhere, people buying those. And like saw at one point these people were literally like shoving one in the trunk of their car and like closed it. Anyways, so kind of tough seeing those things, but interesting to learn about the holiday. So it's based on the lunar calendar, so it changes every year. It's a religious holiday. It's actually the biggest one here. So what else? I'm trying to think. I don't know, like I was talking to a guy today from the hotel about it, but he doesn't know actually like the exact details behind it, besides that it's religious. I thought another guy before had told me like when you kill the lamb it's kind of like releasing its soul or something. I don't remember exactly, but anyways, basically everyone's getting together and then they eat the lamb. And so today, which was interesting to actually get to see some of this, so like on the way walking to the beach, there were some people in the street like cooking the lamb, grilling it, if you want to call it that. So after they cut off the head, what they do is they put the head and the legs on the fire. It looked like it was like charcoal though, like super black, but apparently they do this so that you can remove the fur, and then later they do that along with like the rest of it, the body, and they boil it. And so this is how they cook it and everything. So I saw some of that. Luckily I didn't like have to see anyone killing lamb, but you know, saw like the charcoaled heads in the street. And anyways, so I'm trying to think what else. So yeah, that was pretty much it in Fes. Got in here, I was just traveling here yesterday all day, got in last night. Today's actually my last stop in Morocco. My plans have changed a bit, but before I fill you in on the next thing, I'm trying to remember like before I go everything, like other things I've noticed in general here. So let's see. So like almost everyone's named Mohammed, if not Mohammed, some version of Mohammed. Everyone uses audio and WhatsApp, so instead of texting, people like record messages way more and send that. a lot of people have really bad teeth. I know the British are known for that, but I've noticed it a lot here, and I think a lot of that has to do, which I heard the healthcare is expensive, so I think people like just don't go to the dentist and just don't take care of those things. So a lot of people with missing teeth are like deteriorating or whatever. Not even just all old people, but anyways. So I've noticed that. In a way, I would say like compared to other places I've been, most similar to India, although I find the culture very different, but like a lot of eating with your hands. They have the squat toilets, you know, that literally you just like go over a hole. So every time I find like a real toilet, it's like finding gold. And if I find a toilet with toilet paper, it's like you've hit the jackpot. So I've been used to those things like from over there, but it's still nice to be able to sit down, you know. And what else? I'm trying to think. Yeah, so most similar in ways of that, culturally very different. Let me show you guys the view of the beach while I'm thinking of what other stuff, and then I'll fill you guys in on my next plan. So this is the beach in Agadir. Apparently on that mountainside it says God, Country, King. I think that's what I was told. There are some camels on the beach there before. I actually hear some music back this way, which is kind of surprising. But like almost everyone on the beach right now, it's all tourists because again, like local people for the most part are celebrating the holiday with family. So, okay, what's next? I'm actually going back to Ireland today. And so the whole reason like how this came about was basically, I kind of explained prior at some point, but within the Schengen zone I have 90 days. It's been kind of hard to plan around that, but basically by the time I got here, and for me to be able to re-enter and make it to Munich for Oktoberfest on September 23rd, which is the plan to meet my friend Didela, that left me with like 2.5 weeks before I can re-enter. And originally I didn't think I was going to be here that long, but obviously I didn't do a great job of planning the time. So here I am. But now that I've been here for a little over a week, I've just felt that like for me this is enough as far as like time spent in Morocco. But I wouldn't want to stay here the whole time until I can re-enter. So I was deciding where to go. Obviously it has to be places like outside of the Schengen zone. And I was thinking Ireland, or actually almost went to Greece too, was looking into that, because then I'd pretty much have to reverse my plan, flip-flop it, go back the other way, more the Eastern Europe, and then back through the West. But I'd be a little bit more crunched for time because again I have to be in Munich on the 23rd of September. So instead I'm going back to Ireland, which I really liked, and there's definitely like a lot more there that I can see, and I was like sad to leave, so I'm really excited to go back. And yeah, and then I'll continue as planned. I'm actually gonna fly on the September 2nd as planned to re-enter Europe into Mallorca, Spain, which I'm really excited to go there. And that was kind of like up in the air where I was gonna go, but so I'll go from there, Barcelona, and then continue as planned through France, Italy, Switzerland, to Munich, Prague, I think I'm gonna hit up. Anyways, so that's the current plan where I'm at. I think that's everything. I'm sure I've left out some minor details, but that's about it. So I will talk to you guys once I am back in Ireland. Looking forward to it. Talk to you then. Bye.